Good evening, everybody. College football straight up here, and I want to just jump right into something I saw this afternoon. I don't get it. Okay, this Protect College Sports Act. Okay, that's been out there, and I read through it. And there were only two things I was interested in. It didn't eliminate NIL, but it kept it. So you're not going to have $75 million teams playing $10 million teams. Okay, everybody has a fair shot. The second thing it's going to do is limit let's call it what it is, unlimited free agency that we have in college sports right now. You can leave anytime you want to, basically. So, excuse me. So, for a couple of weeks, been hearing the Big Ten, the SEC are against this. Now, when they said the SEC, I thought they were pretty much talking about A&M in Texas because they're there with those upper tier Big Ten schools, unlimited amount of cash, can pay forever, right? Near the Big 12, Michigan's, I think it was their president came out last week and he said we don't want to lose our competitive advantage, and I certainly don't blame him. I mean, I do not blame the Big Ten. Okay, Ohio State finally stopped getting their teeth kicked in by 24 points in national championship games. Okay, Michigan, which had become irrelevant, and let's just call it what it is, irrelevant in every sport, they win a national championship in football. Turn around a couple years later, they marched five guys out in Michigan uniforms that had never put a Michigan uniform on a day in their life and won a national championship because they could buy one, right? I don't blame them one bit. I certainly don't blame the players. If I can make enough money to support my family the rest of my life and never have to work past 22 or 23, whatever it is, I'm going to take it too. I don't blame them. I certainly don't blame the Big Ten. If I'm Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, I want this ball to keep rolling because I want to win a championship every year. My competition is coming from within the conference, not from the ACC or the Big 12 or whatever. The days of Clemson or Nebraska or Alabama or Florida. And let me tell you, folks. Let me tell you, LSU folks, Tennessee folks, and Ole Miss folks. Y'all did a great job this year keeping up with the Joneses. Y'all paid a lot of money for a lot of people. You got some good looking rosters, but you're not going to be able to keep this up. You're going to have to hit. You're going to fall off the wagon here soon. Ohio State is. You're not going to be able to keep this up. In 5 years, Ohio State, or in 5 years, somebody's going to have $100 million roster. Okay, that's just the way it's going to be. So you're not going to be able to keep up either. So you should be for this thing. But the two that had a joint statement regarding this, Alabama and Auburn, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Alabama. Let's start with Auburn. Has anybody watched Auburn in the last 6 years? That's all I need to say about that. Alabama. Greg Byrne, Mr. University of Alabama president, whoever. How many times do you have to watch that beatdown by the Indiana Hoosiers football team that if you played 10 times would have lost all 10 by that much? What part of NIL hurting you do you not get? What part? The tradition thing, three, four, $5 million trumps that, dude. I'm sorry, it trumps it. Okay, what part of this do you not get? Okay, you need this. 99% of the schools need this. Let's be honest about it. NIL stays like it is. There's like 8 schools in the country that are going to compete. You got Oregon, you got Michigan, you got Texas, you got Texas A&M, Texas Tech, um, Notre Dame, Miami, Ohio State. I mean, you're basically going to see a national championship game between two of those teams every year. It's coming. You're going to see two of those teams playing each other for the national championship every year. Okay, Clemson, your days are over with. Okay, Penn State, your days are over with. Um, Alabama, your days are over with. Auburn, I know you got Yellow Man, but your NIL is not up there with Ohio State. It's just not. Okay, so stop. It's not going to happen. Okay, what part of this are you not getting? Now I've heard the Alabama spin. Okay, here's our plan. We're not going to set the market. We're not going to go pay twice the price for somebody that's not worth it. We're going to recruit to high schools, probably take lesser talent, develop that talent, take money, keep those kids in the program. A, if that kid turns out to be good, good luck with keeping him there. Okay. But second of all, that's a big risk to take. Okay. And with the current setup that we have, what you just laid out there is the only chance you got, is what you just said, which to me seems like a long shot to say the least. Kirby Smart said it best 3 or 4 years ago. He said, I won a national championship because I had better players than everybody else. All those championships New York Yankees have won. There's, you know, the Yankees had the highest payroll in baseball every year. Every one of those, okay, had the highest payroll. Makes sense. Mr. Byrne, Mr. University of Alabama president, I don't know if Kalen DeBoer is involved in this or not, this strategy. Fine, fine. We'll see if it works. We don't know. We'll see if it works. But I'll say this, it better work. It better work. And when I say work, I don't mean 9-3 work. Okay? I mean college football semifinal work or playing for the national championship, winning the SEC. I'm talking about that. Nobody's going to be comfortable with 8-4. Ohio State fans are not going to be comfortable with 8-4. Michigan fans are not going to be comfortable with 8-4. Okay, SC fans are not going to be comfortable with 8-4. Okay, there's just some schools. I mean, we're just not going to go there. Okay, and it's a bold strategy. We'll see if it works. But if you're going to take that strategy and vote no against this Protect College Sports Act, then it better work, because you are not going to have the money that some of these other schools are going to have. 99% of schools aren't going to have it. Okay. Now, I mentioned the schools that are doing well right now, but they're going to fall off in a couple of years when it gets to $100 million. They're going to fall off. So I would just like to know, obviously, there's something I don't know. Obviously, there's something I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with TV rights, contracts, whatever. Who cares? I just knew that it was going to level back the playing field again and make it somewhat college football again without guys playing for 5 teams in 4 years and playing 8 years and all this other stuff. So obviously, I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments what I'm missing, because I'm obviously not very bright, and I'm sure Greg Byrne was 10 times smarter than me the day he was born. So obviously, there's something probably here I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today. Kind of more of a rant than anything. But anyway, hope all you folks had a good 4th, and we will talk to you next time.